So, what should we talk about during this morning sesh, Cammy Renee? I know what we can talk about. Let's talk
Nothing.
about.
I'm on break.
No, let's talk about. No, this is art. Anyway, Cammy's being antisocial today because she doesn't feel good. But I think we should talk about what is just talk about Colorado 420 Fest. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be fun, guys. Every year we go to we always for like the last 3 years we've well for me it would be for like the last 5 6 years. We've always had some huge happening events and stuff on 420, and I know since I met Cammy, I've taken her to everything cool I could think of, huh, babe? I try to come up with something cool to take Cammy to.
Not Dabapalooza or whatever the hell it's called.
I don't remember that.
Whatever it is, the camping and all that.
Oh, Bongathong?
That is.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've been taking her to, but, well, it's going to go down this year. It's going down this year. I already got us set up for it. I've already got tickets. I've already got our camping spot. I've already got everything's taken care of. We're good. We're going. I've never taken Cammy to. I've never been to Bongathong though, babe. I couldn't go. Every year I had to be on air. That's why I didn't go. My rides would leave up Friday before while I was on the radio. And back then I had my radio show in the middle of the day. Remember? Back in like the mid teens. What's up, Angel? How you doing? What's up, Shay Bennett? How's everybody doing? So, are you and Brian going to Bongathong, Angel? Because I think that'd be awesome. I think Angel would be great company at Bongathong, don't you, babe? This is gonna be fun. We're gonna have a blast, guys. We're gonna have a blast at Colorado 420 Fest too, guys. We're drawing another set of tickets tomorrow. If you want to get your tickets to Colorado 420 Fest, come hang out with Cammy. I think Cammy is gonna paint a lovely picture when they do painting with Little Flip. Matter of fact, just so you can really enjoy that and have fun with that, I may actually work the table while you're doing that, just so that can be your fun time. Because I know how much you really love painting.
That's honestly all I care about doing.
That's all I care about doing. What about our podcast, Ninja? She said, I'm planning on it. Are you coming to camp Hella Stone? You know we got Wi-Fi up there. Norm was telling me. Guys, check out bongathong.com if you guys want to go to Bongathong. It's the first weekend in August. It's fucking like, I think it's August like 2nd, 3rd, and 4th or something like that. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And then, well, we also got our Angel. I'm pretty sure you guys are all coming to our family camping trip too. That's gonna be fun. And then that's down at Lake Isabella, San Isabella. It's fun. That's at Camp Sick Tees. You know what Sick Tees told me he got? He told me he got a big old like camper that he's gonna park up on the property. So like the kids can glamp outside if they want. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Kids.
Or us or anyone. Well we have an air mattress and a 6-man tent. I think we'll be fine. If we actually bring the right shit, we don't have to ghetto rig the poles.
Well, last time my parents' dang air mattress kept flattening.
Did it?
Losing air.
So maybe it's got a hole in it. Should we buy our own this year? Make that our piece of equipment we upgrade to this year? Yeah, okay.
We need one for the spare bedroom anyways when the kids
When the kids come,
honestly,
yeah, so they can sleep.
They deserve to sleep on something. They come over.
Yeah, they have been sleeping on our couch and Papa's on for like 2 and 3 years. And when we have all of them, some of them even just say fuck it and make a pallet on the floor. A pallet of blankets. I'm excited for this summer. I really am. Like I'm trying to enjoy my summer. That's why I'm not doing. I'm trying to. Why? What's wrong? I'm trying to enjoy my summer. I'm trying to have fun. Like Cammy knows why though. Like I literally didn't have a summer all last summer basically, huh? I literally worked every Friday and Saturday night. It sucked. I need camping amenities. I'm old. That's funny. Angel's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm like, I need at least an air mattress. That's the way my back is. And then probably like 3 blankets under me. But me and Cammy, we have fun. We do it. I'm not even gonna get my fishing license this year for it. Well, there's the other reason why I'm not even gonna waste my time with it, but just gonna spend time like with you guys and sitting around the fireplace and playing guitar.
And we're bringing in the crates this year.
The crates. Oh, for the boys, so they don't fuck with us?
I slept literally no hours because of it.
Yeah, we just got to make sure that we figure out how to get all the kids there. Well, Kevin can help with that. You know what I mean? And we can throw probably some shit in the back of Kevin's car in the little hatchback area. A couple things, or whatever we need to. Because what's he gonna really need? I mean, we got a 2-man tent for him that he can sleep in. I told him that'd be the first time I'd probably share a beer with him. A beer?
You said bear.
I said my daddy gave me a beer on a camping trip when I was like 15. Now that's not appropriate, but I'm just saying. I think if you're 18, actually he'll be 19 by the time we go on the camping trips. I mean, fucking Michigan, you can buy beer at 19. You just can't buy hard liquor.
You can buy everything.
Mexico, you can buy everything at 18. They're like, we say you're an adult, we're not going to restrict your rights.
It's weird in Germany. You see 18-year-old kids smoking cigarettes and drinking beer on the side of the corner.
But isn't Germany the one where you can't vote till you're like 21 though? They're like, here, you can drink and party and all that, but you just can't vote.
I don't know.
I think that the only reason why I would never prevent 18-year-olds from voting is because I do believe that more younger people come out as more progressive-minded individuals, and so nowadays. So I think that it would honestly, be only an attempt to stall out the younger vote. You know what I mean? Because you ain't seen anybody saying, "Hey, you're old as fucking senile. You can't vote." You know what I mean? Like, I think old people should have to pass a driving test every other year, but I also don't think they should have to pay for it. I think it should be funded for them, because I don't think we should make you pay to go lose your license.
Yesterday when I was driving, there's this old lady. She was going under the speed limit, and she was like constantly doing this between lanes, and I was like, this poor lady.
And then you have to worry, like
she really should get tested to
the
make
truth
sure that she's driving
well,
safe.
the truth is you got to worry, is because with old people, a lot of old people are on meds, so the truth is you got to worry, is that because of your meds, or are you just really fucking a bad driver now? Because a lot of old people take a lot of fucking medication that makes you dizzy, drowsy,
my
all that
dad
shit.
is a perfect example. My dad was a really good driver when we were kids. Now,
yeah, I mean,
my dad is super brake happy.
Yeah,
he's constantly
he's jumpy.
Yeah.
That's the right word, I think, for him, because he's not a bad driver. He's just a jumpy driver. He makes me look not jumpy, and I'm jumpy. But I'm actually, it's weird. It's one of those things where when I'm in the passenger seat, when I'm a passenger on the plane, I'm frightened. But when I'm in the driver's seat, shit, it's like being a pilot back in a fighter jet.
My dad's done a lot of unsafe things. His numbers were too high, and he still drove. And he could have passed out right at the wheel. He does stuff like that too, and I'm just like,
that's super unsafe.
Yes.
Yeah. My problem, this is what I tell people is that I'm a constitutionalist, so I have a problem with restricting people's rights. It's why I won't raise the voting age to 21 back again. Because if you expect these kids to go die for this country, don't take their right to vote for who's going to send them off to die. That is the argument from Vietnam, and I still stand by that argument to this day, even though I wasn't born when that argument was made, What I will say is that I am all for checking people, though. I'm absolutely for gun rights and gun ownership, but I do believe in universal background checks. I don't think that anybody should be able to walk into a goddamn gun show and just buy a gun without any check, because that could be anyone buying that gun. I don't believe that. No.
And here's the kicker.
I have a hard time restricting assault rifles, even though I don't agree that we should have weapons of war on the streets.
They're almost more restrictive on a fishing license than a damn license for a gun. It's like, are you serious right now? You see the park ranger checking everybody's damn fishing license every day when they're out there on the dock fishing, but you
don't see the cops checking somebody with a pistol on their hip, and here's why. They're not allowed to.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like...
Open carry means you're open to carry your weapon without being stopped or bothered about it.
I get that, but it just seems weird to me that they want to be so...
Go to a state where they don't have an open carry law and have your gun on your hip, and the cops may stop you and ask you for your gun license. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like, go somewhere where it's not an open carry state, and that's a fact. Yeah. I tell people, it's a very touchy subject for me because I'm a lot like my friends. I really think that we're in a fucked up place in this world. We really are. But I also think that if you go restricting rights, then you have to be careful because when will it stop? Republicans and the NRA aren't necessarily crazy about that one fact. They're just crazy about how they go about it. How they're just like how they try to act like mass shootings don't happen and shit. Like that's despicable shit right there. But what I will tell you is that, you know, and Republicans that take money from the NRA and then act all despicable about it, that's, to me, I always say, that's pretty fucking despicable. But what I will tell you is where they're not wrong is you have to be very careful when you go start restricting people's rights. You're like, oh yeah, y'all can't have 7.62 or 7 whatever, 7, I can't even fucking think right now, rounds. You can't have 5.56 rounds. You can't have this round. You can only have 2.23 because that's okay. You know, well, when does those restrictions and where do those restrictions stop? You know, because I always think about this. I go, what prevents somebody from going at that point then going, let's talk about restrictions by this. I don't like Trey and I don't like weed, so I want his show off the radio. What's to prevent that from happening, Cammy? If we start letting people just restrict things. It's like the freedom of speech. Like I tell people all the time, listen, I think that hate speech should be a crime and should not be allowed. However, the reason why I would never sign off on anything like that is because the minute you start saying that even a Nazi, a neo-Nazi or whatever, a fucking skinhead, a fucking white nationalist, whatever, can't go around screaming the N-word and yelling that all the Jews should die, the minute you tell them they can't do that, they now have a leg to stand on to tell you you can't speak about something. So you have to be very careful when you try to restrict constitutional freedoms. And that's why people go, well, why haven't the gun laws changed? That's why. Because a lot of gun lobbyists and even people from the NRA and even some people on the left and the right are worried / scared that the minute you start restricting certain rights, that at that point you can start restricting other rights. And then where does it stop? Where does the buck stop on that? So that's why change is slow. I do believe that you have to follow the law of the land, and that is that in order to change a constitutional amendment, you need the House to pass it, the Senate to pass it by a 2/3 majority too, not a simple majority, but a 2/3 majority in the House and the Senate. You need the president to sign it, and then it needs to be ratified by 2/3 of the states. And I mean, that's the law. I know that most of you actually don't know that, but I'm telling you, that's the law of the land. That's the way it should be. We can't just go around changing stuff or restricting stuff. Now, back to being reasonable and sensible, universal background checks should be done. And I think that, you know, if you want to spatter your hate speech, the best way to silence that is to not allow it in your town or whatever, because the cities have rights to not allow certain groups to just don't issue a protest permit. Don't.